Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Planet X News. It is July 25th, 2019. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, late night with Planet X News. I have a treat for all of you. And I'm going to introduce all of you to the Bobby Allen Truth Factory. And maybe some of you already know who this gentleman is. I use that word gentleman very, very loosely. But whenever somebody calls me out and tries to be a pain in my ass, well, you know me. I'm cocky, as they say. I'm the Planet X bully, as they say. Am I a Planet X researcher, or am I just a bully? Anyways, hey, Bobby Allen 2, Bobby Allen the 2nd. Hey, I'm glad you're feeling better in that nursing home, but not making fun of you or anything like that. But listen, buddy, whenever you call me out and you use my own video to try and, make fun of me or try to coerce people to follow you and the likes of Sam Hoffman. Just getting the live chat going here so I can see everything here. So whenever you use my property to once again try to cloud people's minds, you're not doing anybody a favor, buddy. And before you start calling me out and all of my research that I've done for the past 20 years, I would go to your nearest library, or if you have access to the internet, which you obviously do, start doing some research and start learning about different things. I mentioned all of those things in my comment, or in my comment under your video about me. But anyways, folks, listen, we're going to go ahead and preview Bobby Allen's video that he did about me using my own video, my live stream from the other day. It was like 3.5 hours long. And just like everybody else, folks, on YouTube, they'll skew your words. They'll put in little sound bites, little snippets of things. They'll change things around, about what you said and this and that. And, Bobby's video about me is just absolutely ridiculous. And I think he's a little butthurt because over the past year, he sent me a friend request, and this is about a year ago. And, I did accept the friend request, and he was doing all these crazy videos from the street, with his cell phone. And talking about, a whole bunch of things. And, he would always send me the links to these videos. Well, listen, folks, I'm a very busy man. I have a business to run. I do my research. I have a 14 to 16-hour day, 7 days a week. So I don't have a lot of time to watch every single person's live stream. I don't have time to read 500 emails a day. And a lot of times people get butthurt because I don't give them my attention. And, I do try my best to get back to everybody. I sometimes, folks, it's just impossible. So Bobby's never attacked me in the course of this last year and several months. And all of a sudden, he joins our Planet X News Facebook group a few days ago, and then he decides to do a video mocking me, putting me down, and calling me a bully and a bunch of other ridiculous names, and then posts it on my own group. Well, I consider that to be a real slap in the face. And then he says, I'm not looking for a fight. Well, listen, buddy. Whenever you do something like that, you are going to get a rise out of me. And it's not the bully, it's just the man defending himself. You sent me an inbox message the other day. I got the inbox message there, Roberto, But unfortunately, Facebook has my main account suspended. So what does that mean, Einstein? That means I can't return your message. But you made it seem like in your video that I was ducking you. Buddy, I don't duck and run from anybody. Get that straight. Period. Now, if you want to go out there and you want to promote Sam Hoffman's arts and crafts with his crayon drawings, that's fine. But you're not going to do it in my Facebook group. You're not going to use my name and my videos to promote yourself. You stay on your side of the tracks, I'll stay on mine. But now you've crossed the line. So I will put you in my crosshairs, and we're going to take a look at your video, and I'm going to expose all of my subscribers to your nonsense. And my subscribers here at Planet X News, they want scientific information. They want clear observational information. They don't want some crap from the street. Period. I hope you're watching this, Bobby Allen. The Bobby Allen Truth Factory. Man, you are anything other than the truth. Period. You and all the rest. You and others like you are the problem with the truth community, because you don't put out any truth. You don't put out any evidence. No observational evidence. You have nothing that I need. You learn from me. Yeah, Scott's being cocky. No, Scott's not being cocky. Scott is speaking with confidence. And let me also just touch on this real quick. Bobby, learn how to pronounce my last name. Everybody knows how to pronounce my last name. You've been following me now for over a year and a half. You should know how to pronounce my last name. So if you want people to actually believe you, then speak intelligently. So I'll just throw this out there. Bobby, you pronounce my last name Sion, not Saccone. It is Sion, not Saccone. Look, folks, I don't know, man. I get these wise asses that come after me morning, noon, and night. It's nothing new. This joker that you see on the screen, he's nothing new either. Period. But you're not going to come to my Facebook page or my Facebook group and plaster your crappy video, which was filmed with a cell phone, pointed at a computer screen. And I swear to God, during the video, I think he might have fell out of the chair or fell out of the wheelchair or whatever and hit the floor. You'll see it. But without further ado, folks, we're going to go ahead and get into the Bobby Allen Truth Factory video about me. And, I guess he doesn't like the idea that I don't give him the attention that he wants. Grown-ass man, he needs to have Scotty's attention. So, buddy, you got my attention. And I hope a bunch of people go to your Facebook page and your YouTube channel, and I hope they subscribe. Hey, man, it is what it is. But if you think that you're going to come to my platform and you're going to put up your smoke and mirrors with the likes of Gil Broussard, Marshall Masters, and Sam Hoffman, you got another thing coming, buddy. Because the people that follow Planet X News, they know better, and they are learning who the charlatans are. They are learning who the scammers are. They are learning scientific information, not fake crap that people say they see up in the clouds. Okay? Ought to, and me too, and you too, and whoever named these damn planets. that are, drawn on construction paper with crayons. Oh, wow, man. That's real freaking credible information. Holy hell. That would really, really sell an audience on the fact that we have a serious issue in our inner solar system, and you want to draw on with crayons, like Sam Hoffman. I had my conversation with Sam Hoffman. I don't think anything of him. Period. I don't think anything more of Gil Broussard's evidence, because it doesn't jive with the observational evidence that we've acquired. Oh, Scott just sits there and watches the Soho. No, Scott just doesn't sit there and watch the Soho. Scott has a life, a business, and I do my research. Okay? If you think that you are going to see planets floating around in the clouds above the Earth, you are sadly mistaken. Okay? Number one, like I told you, Bobby, if a planet the size of Jupiter got within 1 million miles of the Earth, we wouldn't be here. Number one, the gravitational forces between that planet and the Earth would be super destructive. Number two, the tidal forces would create tsunamis 500 to 1,000 feet high. Oh, but Bobby didn't do his homework before he went on YouTube, used my video to slander my name and my research. Dude, get a grip on yourself. What kind of drugs are they giving you in that nursing home? I mean, really? My God, you should be ashamed of yourself. Really? Calling me out over some guy that draws with crayons and presents Planet X information or Nibiru information with crayons. And you make fun of my poster because I was talking about Gil Broussard's posters. I made that poster. You like it? I'll send you one. You could put it up on the wall in your nursing home. Shit. Call me out. I don't think so, buddy. Anyways, folks. Hey, listen, let's get into this comedy hour because this is going to be pretty funny. All right. But listen, folks, I just want to let you know, and I want to show you what I go through. I mean, I have people doing this to me for many, many years. And whenever you don't show some observational evidence, and you just go out there and you just start talking smack. And I know I talk a lot of smack, but I back it up. I back it up with evidence, observational evidence, truth. Okay, so I've had people attacking me for years and years and years, man. I am used to it. I don't mind it. It heats me up. It gets that Italian temper flying. And it's people like you, Bobby Allen, too, that motivate me. To get out there and expose people like you that are nothing more than a street sensationalist. That's it. You and your little red bow tie. Yeah, people follow you on Facebook, but do they really believe you? You know, you're almost like that Chris Twatter, that people watch your videos because they think you're funny. People don't think I'm funny. Period. You see a smile on my face there, Roberto? Hey, folks, let's get the hell out of this thumbnail because I'm getting sick of looking at Bobby's face over here. And I'm going to go ahead and pull up this video, and I want you to just listen to it, okay? And I mean, this is the quality of Bobby's video, and he can't use his own content because he doesn't have any, and uses my video to catapult himself in the ratings. So, people know that if they put the words Planet X or Planet X News or Nibiru. They know if they put that into their titles that, YouTube will populate their video in, the tags and the whole 9 yards. And, you'll get some views. Well, you could see he's got 123 views. And, yeah. Anyways, let's listen to this because it's pretty amusing.
Mr. Sip and the Mississippi Blues Band.
Can you guys hear this?
And I have the right to use their music. Folks, you're riding live with Bobby Allen. And first of all, I want to clear the air and make sure there's no misunderstanding. I'm exercising my First Amendment right as an American citizen to exercise my First Amendment right as an American citizen, like I said, freedom of speech. Now that allows me and you to say anything we want, anytime we want, anywhere we want, anywhere we want. Hello Adana, I'm also exercising my right as a citizen journalist to report, reply, distribute whatever kind of information I want, because it is people like myself and you that are now the new mainstream media, the citizen journalist. And what I want to do is, I sent a message out. I haven't heard anything today. Hello, David. I haven't heard anything back yet, but I'm trying to send a message out to Scott Saccone. And if any of you out here know Scott, you can get him on your messenger. Tell him to come on and be my guest. And let me get side by side with him. And first of all, I don't want to take away from anything that Scott Saccone and Dr. Albers have done.
Okay, folks, let me stop it right there. As I mentioned a week ago and 2 weeks ago, right after the big earthquake in California, excuse me, as soon as I started posting my information on my Facebook group and my Facebook pages, Facebook got a bug up their ass and they immediately suspended my main Facebook pages. So I can't use Messenger. I can't answer questions on the Planet X News organizational page. I can't answer messages or comment on my public figure page. I can't do anything. So, Bobby, don't think that I'm running from you or your message or I ignored your message. I can't answer the message because the damn account is suspended. I hope you can comprehend that. I hope you've taken your daily dose of Geritol. Anyways, so, he goes on and he makes people think that the reason why I didn't answer his inbox message is because I'm running from him. Get out of town, buddy. Let's listen to some more of this joker.
They do a hell of a job. A hell of a job. But at the same time, Scott comes down hard on people that are trying to do the same thing, that research the same thing from a different angle.
Now let's address that here real quick, folks. Yes, Scott does. I hate talking about myself in the third person. But yes, I do come down hard on people that are not telling you the truth. So I've said this before. Would you respect me if I did not tell you the truth? Another analogy that I've used is if me and you are standing on a street corner and I'm your friend, longtime friend, and we're getting ready to cross the street together, and you have your face buried in your cell phone like this, and you're not paying attention, and we're about to cross the street, and here comes a speeding bus, and I see the speeding bus, and it's about to mow you over and take you out, and I don't say anything. I let the bus hit you and knock you out. Am I still your friend after that? After you get out of the hospital with 50 broken bones, am I still your friend? I visit you in the hospital and I say, "Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Friend. I saw the bus coming, but I didn't say anything when you walked out in front of it." You get my drift? Does that make sense to all of you? So, folks, whenever I see people perpetrating complete frauds, Facebook, YouTube, whatever, I get a lot of people every single day that send me photographs and they ask me, "Scott, what do you think about this?" And I tell you the truth. I don't pump your head full of nonsense because I want all of you to fully understand what is happening. And if more and more people, new people, are coming on board to this subject matter, and their minds are being clouded by others, non-truthers. Non-truthers. And folks, that's not fair. That's just not fair. Everybody is not a science buff like me. I've invested over 20 years. Okay, I'm 51 years old. That's almost half of my life in learning. So when some guy just comes on to YouTube or some woman just comes on to YouTube and they flash some lens anomalies and some lens flares, and they've picked up on a bunch of other nonsense videos from Marshall Masters and Gil Broussard and all of these other people, and crap from Sam Hoffman, and now crap from Bobby Allen, and crap from WSO, and all of these other they're pretty much just scammers. They don't ever show you credible information. They don't give you any scientific background on what is happening. So if you do want the scientific background, which I think that all of you should know and understand, when you know and you understand, you don't have that many questions. Then you really, really become part of the team. Look at the people in the Facebook group. Look at the people on the Planet X News organizational page. Look at you folks in the live chat right now. Whenever I speak and I show you things in my videos, you guys already fully understand because I've taught you. I've explained these things to you. My man Mark at the Blue Kool-Aid channel, same thing. Mark does a fantastic job of teaching people what we're looking at. Mark should have been a damn teacher. He would have been a damn good one. So that's what we're here to do. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to show you the observational evidence. I'm here to give you the science. And for all of the newcomers, I'm here to teach you. I'm here to help you out. Now, if I see somebody out there like this Gina Marie Colvin, and maybe I better stop dropping names, but whenever I see people out there scaring the crap out of you and telling you that there are planets the size of Jupiter in the sky, hidden in the clouds, man, that's just complete nonsense. And then you wonder why people laugh at you when you refer to Planet X, or you maybe send them a video. And all of you have said this before. "Oh, when I try to talk to my coworkers about this, they just laugh at me." The reason why is because maybe you don't explain it in an educated manner. You still have a lot to learn, like I do. I learn every single day. I do my research, hours and hours and hours of research, reading. Not reading crap from the boob tube or from Facebook, but I read scientific papers. I have subscriptions to journals where I'm able to, I have to buy the damn abstracts that scientists are writing. It's not free. They're like $10 a pop. So for some guy making cell phone videos from the streets telling you that there's a Jupiter-sized planet in the clouds, Anta Maria, hijo de puta, man. It's ridiculous. Call me a bully. Call me cocky. Call me arrogant. Call me whatever you want. But don't insult my intelligence by your lack of intelligence. And I'm not referring to you, the viewers. I'm referring to the Bobby Allen Truth Factory. Hey, listen, Bobby, why don't you send Pastor Paul Begley an email? Maybe he'll have you on his show and give you some airtime, because you sure as hell aren't getting any more airtime, or you will never be in a live stream with me. Let's take some more listening to this this nonsense. It gets pretty good.
From a different angle. Hello, Donna again. Rossi, hello. From a different angle. Some people research the Hebrew story through the ancient text, where it is in there. And I'm not talking about the writings of Zechariah Sitchin.
Zechariah Sitchin.
I'm talking about the Colburn Bible, the Quran, the Holy Bible, the ancient Chinese text, Dead Sea Scrolls, the Book of Enoch, and what's been drawn and written all around the world on the cave walls, rocks drawings, and all that stuff. In watching whatever comes around the sun on the Soho or something, okay, about a fellow Planet X researcher. See, Scott is the expert in watching whatever comes around the sun on the Soho or something. But I don't see Scott Saccone explaining the cloud formations, the curvatures in the sky, the shadows of light as these planets pass.
Now listen, folks, there you go once again. Bobby has been in the hospital for quite a long time. He had a really bad illness and it almost took his life. So maybe he missed a lot of my 2080 videos. If you guys have been with me for a long time, you have seen me show you very weird cloud formations. Triangular clouds, square clouds, rectangular clouds. In 2017, before anybody on the boob tube or Facebook was talking about square clouds, triangular clouds, even before Mr. MBB333 started talking about it, I had taken photographs. Yeah, that's right, Bobby. I do take my own daily photographs, and I actually took some today with a welding lens, and I did it all just for you. I went to Lowe's and I picked up a welding lens. You see, Bobby? It's right there. I'm the one who started to show people these weird cloud formations. They have nothing to do with planets hidden in the sky. Now, they may have something to do with UFOs being cloaked. That's a whole nother ball game. That's a whole nother live stream. But don't sit there and tell people that I haven't explained about the weird cloud formations, because I have. Educate yourself. Spend some time while you're in that care home and go through my 2080 videos, and you'll see you just stuck your foot in your mouth. But it won't be the first time. Won't be the last time. Let's move on.
And for some strange reason, he thinks that the only planets that are here is what he sees on the Soho. There's not. There's more. He admitted today that he contradicted himself that, that planet's huge. They're all huge. They're all swimming around in a fishbowl above us. They do pass through, whether it's 35 years, 350 years, or 3,500 years. Who cares about a zero? The most important thing is for us to unite, continue to try to wake the world up, and not step on anybody else's toes unless you catch them in a flat out, debunkable, in-your-face lie. So this is Scott this morning, and I got no problem putting him on the screen. Hello, Linda. He called for it. Wants somebody to talk to him. Hello, Amy. Wants somebody to talk to him. Challenge him. Step up. I mean, I'm not looking for a fight. I'm just looking to say you need to back off of people that are doing the same thing you are from a different angle. Does everybody understand what a different angle means?
Well, here, let's address that here, folks. Yeah, you're not looking for any kind of a fight, but yet you're going to go onto YouTube and kind of try to blast my name and even use my video and try to call me out. Well, I don't know what neighborhood you grew up in, maybe some pansy-ass neighborhood, but, you know, in the neighborhood that I grew up in, you call somebody out, yeah, man, you're going to be looking to, you know, throw down. So, you know, folks, I'm not worried about this video. Bobby can have his, 54 minutes and 21 seconds of fame, you know, trying to use my name, use my YouTube channel, and use my, my video. It's all well and good. But, just like he said, yeah, we should all work together. Well, folks, how am I supposed to work together with people that just pretty much continue to lie to all of you and cloud your minds with complete nonsense? I mean, every single day in some of those UK tabloids, the Daily Express and some of those other ones, every single day they mock Planet X and Nibiru by concocting stories. Oh, Nibiru's going to hit the Earth in 3 days. You have a whole bunch of YouTube channels out there that every single day Nibiru is going to hit the Earth and destroy all mankind. How many times have I said that that's never going to happen? Never. Ever. We are going to go through very catastrophic changes here on this planet. Some of us, because of our age, won't live to see all of it happen. But your kids and their children will experience probably the worst part of it. And the earth will definitely change. The surroundings on this planet will change. The way that you live your life, life itself will change. I've told all of you many, many times. I'll repeat myself again. My main goal is to bring awareness to what is happening. It will give people the understanding so they can answer questions that they have to themselves. Why? Because they'll have the knowledge. They'll understand. I want everybody to do research. I want everybody to help me out. But whenever you are watching these other jokers on Facebook and YouTube, you do cloud your mind, and a lot of people are naive, and they will believe things that they see. I mean, it's just human nature. It's sad, but it's just the way that it is. But anyways, let's get back to Bobby Allen's truth.
Some people take photos in the sky. Some people read. Some people observe. You know, the comment made about the USGS person the other day that gave some information to somebody. It was emailed to me, and I read it right on the air. Made a video about it. All right? Made a video about it. Got some good response. You know, I don't have 80, 90, 200,000 subscribers. I got about 405. But I know one thing, my penetration and my watch time and my percentage of videos watched by the number of subscribers I have is almost 50% to 60% higher than anybody else out there. But do I brag about it? Hell no. And that's probably the only time you hear me say it. Now, I happen to have a pointer tonight. So what I'm going to be able to do is to point, because I've gone through my pictures. And I'm going to be able to point in the circle. And this is what he was talking about yesterday. Or he talking about his capture on the 19th. That's right, Richard. He got that picture off the Soho or whichever one it was, cleaned it up. Looks like to me a planet with a hole in it. We've all seen that somewhere before. But what I want to do is I want to not expose. I just want to let you hear how a fellow Planet X truther talks about other people who are taking their time and working their ass off as well to try to come to some conclusion. So here's Scott Saccone, Planet X News. And it gives me great privilege to play this.
That's right, buddy. You better think it's a privilege.
Until the last couple of days of the month. And then we lose sight of it again. And then it's going to make its way back down. So all of my captures throughout the last several years, like I said, I've put all of this into a journal format, and I ended up loading all of it into my calendar in my computer. And that's the way that I really started to analyze the observation.
Now let me explain to you what he's talking about here. Scott has, as far as I know, and I'm not saying he hasn't, I asked him today to share with us photos from 12 months in a row. This object here, stellar core, whatever they want to call it, he says rotates around the sun about once every 30 days. And the way he talks about it is that's his Planet X. Goes behind the sun and comes back out, yada, 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 yada. So I asked today through Facebook, because I haven't heard him answer my messenger, and I asked him to show us the photos that he's collected from every month for the last year. And I haven't gotten them back. So let's continue to listen to how he's about to talk about his.
Okay, folks, real quick, let's address that. Now, each and every one of you know, and I'll repeat myself once again, I've produced over 2,080 videos since early 2016 when I decided to start to disclose this information. If you've been following my YouTube channel for quite some time, you know, each and every month we come up with new observational evidence. Bingo, right on the timeline that I've developed over the last couple of years. It has taken a tremendous amount of work. It has taken over 2 years. It's going on 2 years. Actually, no, it's 2017. Yeah, it's okay. It's been a little over 2 years to put this together. And now I'm going to have some bozo sitting in a nursing home tell me or try to call me out, and he wants me to provide him with monthly photographs on a timeline going back. Okay, Bobby, you obviously have a lot of time on your hands. Go through my videos month after month, and you'll see the evidence for yourself. So if you're some type of citizen journalist, then a journalist does research. A journalist just doesn't come on to the boob tube and shoot their mouth off. So all of the observational evidence is there for you to see. Hell, take screenshots of it. Show it to your people. Show your people the real truth. Don't show them fake crap. Pick up a book, read, go to the library, learn how to use Google, learn how to search for things, expand your mind, because right now you are living in a little square box. You're inside of that box. You need to get out of that box because your mind is completely trashed with all of this nonsense that you've been listening to for the last couple of years, provided by all of the other heavyweight Planet X truthers out there that you believe. So you're going to believe a guy who draws pictures with crayons on construction paper over hardcore observational evidence. Whatever.
His fellow researchers.
Observational evidence. Not just my opinions, not just my my thoughts or my theory, or it's not even a hypothesis. It's becoming fact, just a plain fact. Also the positioning according to these dates on one calendar month.
Listen to this.
So it's not a 3,600-year orbit. It's not some, I don't know, whatever Gil Broussard has been saying once again, some 350 or 250-year whatever. This object is not coming in. Folks, come on, man. See, this is where I get frustrated because I've been shown.
Hey, folks, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue to play Bobby's video because basically all he shows is this photo capture of mine from July 19th. But what I am going to do, I'm going to let him get his rocks off, and I'm going to play a video that I put together just specially for you, Bobby. It's going to show you a lot of observational evidence. You can check it out for yourself. So I'll let my video play with his voice in the background because there's really nothing to see in his video because he just uses my photograph, my video, and the bottom part of my face, the biggest part, which is my mouth. Yeah, I got a big mouth. I admit it. But we'll go ahead and let this run through, and I'll pull up this video, and you guys can watch that as you listen to Bobby flap his gums.
Showing people the evidence for years, but yet people still persist in moving in some opposite direction away from the observational truth. Folks, what do you think I do? You think I draw these pictures up with crayons?
It's a reference to Sam Hoffman. I'll get back to that in a little bit.
I mean, you can go look at it for yourself. I always show you and tell you where I got the evidence. You can go look at it for yourself.
Now, there is where his ego has grabbed him by the ass, and you see the true color. You see the true color. He thinks, for some strange reason, that his work is the only work that proves anything, and he's entirely wrong. He's entirely wrong. His expertise and Dr. Ellsberg's expertise is what they're producing off this Soho calendar. I don't hear him going outside and explaining the cloud formations that Sam puts on his crayon drawings. Okay? Well, I got something better for you, Scott. I got some pictures that show the same thing the crayon drawings do. I got pictures that show the crayon drawings. And just because you've been into this for a few years doesn't mean that the 300,000 years of records of this thing coming through here, the pole shifts, the sunken cities, the Exodus, all the sinking of Atlantis, all the things that have happened because of this solar system. It's a binary solar system, Scott, and you said it yourself. You guys call it one picture of three objects. You didn't see it very often. Hey, just because it's not coming around the sun or passing in front of the sun doesn't mean it isn't there. And second of all, how do you believe what you see on these damn cameras? We've been lied to our entire lives. Lied to our entire lives. Let's continue on. Excuse me. You know, I don't have all the fancy gear. I just do it from the rough. I do it as best I can.
Folks, that's when he fell out of his wheelchair. You're not seeing that on the video, but yeah, he fell out of the chair or something. The whole camera went crazy and he hit the ground. It was hilarious.
On TV, this is real life.
You got a real nice picture here.
The people that you are following on the boob tube and face puke,
and he's
they're not showing you hardcore scientific observational evidence, then what are you doing there? What are you doing? I'll tell you what you're doing. You're simply clouding your mind, and you're getting further and further and further away from the truth and the science.
Thank you, Richard. Oh, I'm kicking it.
And then you don't know which way to go. Oh, do I believe what he's saying or do I believe what he's saying? Oh, but he's got some pretty good posters. But I don't know, man. That guy over there, Planet X News, boy, he's got some pretty good pictures. But I don't know. I kind of like that guy over there with the posters. But I don't like that guy from Planet X News because he's cocky. He's a bully.
Oh, Erica.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if I have to, I will bully my way to get to the truth. Like me, love me, hate me. It is what it is. But anyways, I thought that the photographs, these captures, were just absolutely intense looking at these.
And they are intense. They are intense. Now, what he's actually showing you here is a photograph that was taken, a capture that he has on 11/4/2007. Hello, David Wilkes. Hello, Maggie Gill. Some 12 years ago. Well, I don't want to break anybody's bubble, Scott, but that system is a very slow system as it comes through. And we don't know any more than we were taught or that we've learned. And think outside the box. And in no way am I jumping your ass. Too bad. Too much. Okay? But what I'm saying is that you can't be jumping on it. Sam Hoffman, myself, I've been watching this since 2004. 2005, when the skies first began to really change. And the government has put together a pretty good show up there. A pretty good show up there. So I think that as a researcher, that you need to back off a little bit. Instead of sitting around condemning anybody, everybody, other than yourself, like you're the god of Planet X, you're not. You're a vital part of the puzzle, but you are not the only piece to this puzzle. By the way, that's a nice poster you have on the wall. Let's listen to him some more.
See what comes up. There is a whole bunch of information. Some will be very critical, kind of, debunking. They will all use the idea of the orbit and precession of Mercury and its orbit. And they will all resort back to Einstein's theory of general relativity. Other than that, they ain't got shit. That's it. So there's quite a bit. There's some videos. You can create some more cloudiness in your mind. But you ever notice that it's always close to 1 million years ago?
He's talking about the...
Anyways, when it did go off, that land tends to sink. And then you see here in the cross section of the Long Valley caldera, you'll see the concealed magma. There's another magma chamber underneath, blah, 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 blah. Well, why hasn't it done anything in the past 100,000 years? Who knows? Do the scientists know? Probably not. If they held a press conference today and they had these smart asses or these smart scientists up there talking to all of you, again, goes back to the authority figure.
He's talking about Sam Hoffman here, I think.
On the subject matter. And as long as they're sitting there and, in their press conference and they're speaking intelligently, everybody would believe them. Yeah, that's the problem.
Hey, real quick, folks. Real quick. See, that's how non-attentive Bobby Badass is. He thinks that I was talking about Sam Hoffman in that little snippet, but what he was doing is he was showing the part of my video where I was talking about the USGS and the very big magma well that is under the Long Valley caldera in California. And if you guys watch that 3-hour live stream, when I was talking about the USGS and the scientists, that's who I was talking about, the USGS. And yes, they're not going to come out and tell us the truth about anything. Just the other day, another pretty hardcore truther on the boob tube came out with some pretty incredible information that the USGS is manipulating all of the earthquakes that are going on in the section of Ridgecrest, California. He's documented it very, very well. I was very impressed. And he's actually recording the earthquake data the minute it is populated and placed onto the USGS website, because that's all done through a server, not a manual person, putting the data in. That data comes directly from the devices in the ground, and if you've ever seen those devices, they have a little pole that sticks up out of the ground. That information is transmitted by internet. Then he goes back, after he records the original information, he goes back an hour later, and the USGS has downgraded the earthquake considerably, and they have also moved and changed the depth and the coordinates of the earthquake. Why? I don't know why they're doing it. So if any of you are going to think that a USGS representative, geologist, or scientist is going to give an everyday run-of-the-mill guy inside information, come on, man. That's just not going to happen. It's more boob tube sensationalism. That's all that it is. Maybe some guy that had one too many beers, and maybe he lives in the area where some of these earthquakes are going off, and maybe he wanted to be a YouTube superstar for a day. But the USGS is not going to openly disclose that information because they already know that people like Dutch and myself and some others, they already know that we're on to them. We have been for many, many years. I mean, look what they do to Dutch. They troll him. Professional geologists and scientists, they troll Dutch. That's ridiculous. What are we paying those people for? So Bobby tried to twist my words, and he's making people think that I was talking about Sam Hoffman. No, I was referencing the USGS scientists. So Bobby, Mr. Citizen Journalist, get your facts straight. What do you work for, CNN? Let's listen to some more of this, and then we're gonna get away from this, and I'm gonna show you guys some real truth.
With mainstream science now. Just because Tyson Neil deGrasse, the black guy that makes a mockery of astronomy, thinks he's a comedian. But and anything he says, people believe it. But see, he's a paid actor. And he will say whatever they pay him to say, and he will read the script that he was. And there are many, many physicists that take that path, and that's what they study.
I put this a little bit forward.
So once these particles, they get down in there, trillions of them, and they're bouncing and smashing off of each other, and each one of those collisions is producing energy and heating up and pressurizing everything within that chamber, that magma chamber. Now, we've had 2 big earthquakes in this area, so now we know
he just fell out of his wheelchair, folks. Hold on.
Fractured. That ground is now unstable. Will that caldera go off in this lifetime? Nobody can say. Not even the boys in green at the USGS. Not even the guy that did a video on YouTube stating that he had inside information and talked to the people at the USGS, and shit, they told him, "Son bitch, you better get out of town. The Long Valley Caldera is going to go." Hey, look, you don't believe me? You ask Dutch Sense if the USGS would ever tell you the damn truth, or they would ever talk to some regular guy and give him that kind of information. Hell no. They would never do that. Ever.
So, that right there is what I'm talking about. Now, he's smarter than the USGS all of a sudden. So, Scott Saccone, thank you for all you do. And we appreciate it. I appreciate it. But you're not the only researcher that has information that is vital to what we're looking at. You're one piece of the puzzle. You are not the only piece of the puzzle. You're riding live with Bobby Allen. And what I'm doing is I'm going through and I'm letting Scott Saccone know that he's not the glorified father, creator of Planet X research. He sits around and watches the stuff coming around the sun off of Soho. I've seen him post a couple of pictures. And this ain't going to be pretty. You know, there's ships all around us watching what's happening. This is a cosmic Super Bowl getting ready to happen because of the changes that are happening in the geopolitical thing. The white hats coming from the dark times and rising to the light. So what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and take you so that I find my little mousey. Here he is. To my photos that I've put together. And
okay, hold on, folks.
That's for those of you that don't know. He commented about Marshall Masters.
Hold on 1 second. Now, I'm going to get out of the video that I was playing for you guys because Mr. Bobby Allen, too, he wanted me to put together a lot of my Planet X photo captures and evidence because all I do is sit around on my ass watching Soho videos. Nah, that's not what I do, Bobby. I do real work. And he's going to point to a photograph. Watch my cursor. You see my cursor on your screen there, folks? You see that photograph that I'm circling with my cursor right there? He is going to claim that that photograph was sent to him by somebody on the internet, and they are claiming that the photograph was of the Nibiru system taken by the Hubble telescope. It did not take me but 5 seconds. See, Bobby, I do my homework. I've been doing my homework for a long, long time. And I recognized the photograph that your insider sent you from the Hubble telescope. And it just so happens, buddy, that that photograph was taken and it is 10 light years away, and it was another star formation. It was not the Nibiru system. It is clearly on the Hubble NASA website. Matter of fact, if you pan down here, there's my comment right there. Your Hubble photograph is as such. January 14th, 1994. Observations released of massive unstable star. Hubble observed in the star Eta Carinae with the wide field and planetary camera number 2, and its observations were released on January 14th, 1994. Ooh! Ooh! Wow! Who's the real truther here, Bobby? Or who's the liar? Who's the one who perpetrates a fraud, just like all the rest? See, you're no better than anybody else out there that's perpetrating these lies to all of these people, scamming these people. Maybe you actually believe it. But, buddy, before you start calling me out, take that depends off, go change into a new one, and do your homework. Because the photograph that you say is the Nibiru system, caught by the Hubble telescope, is not. 10 light years away. 10. That's a pretty far distance there, Bobby. But maybe you can capture it with your super duper cell phone. Maybe Sammy Boy can draw some pictures of it with his crayons and construction paper. And then you guys can do a YouTube video about it and claim that you're a real hardcore truther, but you're nothing more than a scam artist. Period. Period.
Made a stupid comment about him. He made a stupid comment about Sam Hoffman. He made a comment, I assume, about me or the person that sent me the email. Well, here I want to let you folks know. Now, I got this photograph in 2007, and I was told when I got it, it was from 1992 from the Hubble telescope as it went as far out as it could, and it looked and found the Nibiru system out in space. Now, red Kachina, blue Kachina, hell, Nibiru, Herboculus. There's a huge, giant, dead dwarf star in the center, supposedly 8 times the size of Earth. I mean, it's 8 times the size of Jupiter. It's a huge, I've got a picture of it. It's a huge thing. Now, right here is a picture that I took in South Carolina, 2014, 45 minutes before sunrise. And you can see the nipple here. You can see the curvature here of a planet that is actually sitting on top of us. Hello, Danny Kane. Hello, Juan Carlos. Danny, good to see you, buddy. There's a picture I took.
You can't say the word
There's
nipple
the sun. What's that?
on YouTube.
Riding through. Scott Saccone, could you explain to us the different colors we're seeing at night? Why do we see yellow, green, purple, light orange, red? Do you know why? Let me give you a little hint. It's the reflection of the planets that are passing nearby.
Okay, let me answer Bobby, two-time and Bobby's question. Why do we see all of the colors? Bobby, it's called the spectrums of light. Look it up. Maybe you missed that day in science class when your science teacher passed out all of those little prisms. Do you know what a prism is? It's that little triangular glass object, and if you turn it with some sunlight coming through it, and it shines through with the rainbows, My Little Pony. It's called the spectrum of light. And whenever the sun is going down, it is reflecting and refracting off of the clouds. Bobby, now stop playing with your little pony and pick up a book and read and educate yourself before you go toe-to-toe with the god of Planet X, Scott Saccone.
And I don't want to sound like an asshole.
But you are.
But hey, I never ran from a fight that I couldn't stand up to either. Here they are showing you right here. This is off the cuneiform tablets that there was a war. You see the atomic bomb? As before, it will be again. There's a major nuclear war here. And guess what, folks? It looks like we might be heading to one ourselves. Now, my personal opinion is I don't believe the benevolent star sisters, star brothers that are here are going to allow any nuclear-headed weapons to come kill a population. I don't believe they'll allow that to happen. This is the winged disc, Nibiru, the big flying craft. Here's an underwater sunken city off the Bahamas. Same thing in Japan, same thing in India. Now, excuse me. Now this damn thing. Right here.
Now I'm going to stop it right there, folks. You see this photograph right here where I'm circling with my cursor? Okay, that's my photo capture. That's my photograph right there. The one right next to it in the gray is my photograph. How do I know? Is because I put my photographs through a high definition program that I purchased a long time ago. And I convert all of my photographs to ultra high definition. Why? Because I don't want to show any of you folks blurry pictures. I want you to see the best and clearest photographic evidence there is for the public to see. The photograph right next to it, right there, that's my photograph. The one below it is also my photograph. Bobby, you're getting me all choked up, dude. But anyways, I have a lot of people every single day that, they take my photographs from my Facebook pages, and they take them from still shots and screenshots from my videos and stuff like that. And they put them on Twitter, and they put them on Facebook, and they create some sensational story that they got the photograph from a NASA insider, or they just make up some kind of crazy story. So if I don't try to stop these people from clouding the minds of everybody, then I'm no better than them. See, folks, we do have a very, very serious problem. You guys are all seeing it. Look at the massive heat wave that we just had that rolled across the United States. Folks, I went out. I had the heat wave here in the Pittsburgh area also. I went out to take my garbage out early this morning, and it was 52 degrees. 52. I went out in shorts and no shirt, and it was nipply. This huge cold wave just ripped across the United States. It was actually refreshing to have some cooler temperatures, but just the day before, in that live stream that Mr. Bobby Allen's critiquing of mine, I showed all of you guys the huge change in the jet stream just before this cold wave started rolling across the United States. See, Bobby, I do my homework. I'm a science buff. Yeah, I'm educated. Nah, I don't think I have an ego. I'm just confident in my work. That's it. So maybe you ought to listen to what I'm saying and stop listening to the charlatans. Simple as that. And if you want to use my photographs, ask me. I'll send you all of them. I share my photographs, every little bit of information I gather, I share with my main man, Mark, because that's what I do. And Mark doesn't take my photographs and misuse them like you do and many, many others do. See, Mark's a hardcore truther. The Blue Kool-Aid channel. You could drink that there Kool-Aid. That's a hardcore truther. My other moderator, Mad AM, hey, she's a hardcore truther. You got a bunch of hardcore truthers in the live chat in my videos right now. See, you have educated people in this live chat, in my live stream right now. They know the difference between crap that you and your buddies put out. See, they come to Planet X News for the real truth about this subject matter. They come to this YouTube channel to see the real observational evidence. The real evidence, my man. Anyways, folks, he goes on and on and on with some of this nonsense, and he shows some really bad photographs. Yeah. Like this one right here. And this one right here. I mean, how are we supposed to take that, a photograph like that, how are we supposed to take that as some type of scientific evidence? I mean, really. If I was in a science conference and I was asked to speak as a guest speaker to present my evidence to my peers, and I put that picture up on the screen, I would be laughed out of the auditorium. Okay? That's where I draw the line between them and me. If you want to bash me for creating that split between what's real and those guys, hey man, bash away. You won't be the first, and you sure as hell won't be the last. Anyways, let's get out of Bobby's video because it's a little retarded. And let's do this. Today, let's pull this up. Today, I went and bought a welding lens. I had one, but I don't know what the hell I did with it. So, where the hell is it? So I went out and I bought another one. See? Welding lens. Yeah. Welding lens. And I wanted to show everybody that, yeah, you can produce some pretty wild things if you put any kind of lens in front of a camera other than the lens itself. You have people that put their sunglasses in front of their cell phone camera or a camera. I've seen people use colored plastic. I've even done that myself before to try to block out the heavy rays of the sun. But you see that big ring around this photograph. And then you see right down here in the corner, look way down here in the lower left-hand corner, you'll see planet Nibiru. You'll see the Bobby Allen planet right there, the Sam Hoffman et tu, ought to, new to, me to, whatever the hell he calls it on his drawings. It's nothing more than a little bit of a shadow from the glare of the sun. This big ring that you see right here in the photograph is nothing more than that. The little reflected ring around my cell phone camera. Because I took the welding lens, held it up to the camera, stay right there. And I took one of these big powerful clips, and I clipped the welding lens to my cell phone. And then I was able to get a clearer picture. So therefore, once I got a clearer picture, that ring that you see disappeared. Oh no, it's Robert Mueller. This was one of the second photographs. Now, if you were watching like WSO or something like that, and he was showing you this picture, he would be pointing out this object right here, off to the left, and he would be sensationalizing this because that's what he does. And then he would be pointing to that little white object right up there in the sky. And a lot of people do this on a daily basis on Twitter and on Facebook and on YouTube. Now, if we zoom into that, folks, you'll see the stupid-looking sun up there. And as we move in further and further and further, and if I take this photograph and I screenshot that photograph just like that, and I post it on Facebook or I do a YouTube video, and I'm like, wow, look at this. I just caught Planet X or Nibiru next to the sun. Look, I've learned my lessons many, many years ago with all of this crap. I've studied all of the forensics with photography. I have a best friend of mine who is a professional photographer for 35 years. He's helped me out understanding a lot of this. All that little circle is right there is the aperture. The aperture is the little teeny tiny hole deep inside of your camera. Because we're using digital technology, that light, even through a welding lens, that light is bouncing back and you are seeing a reflection of the aperture. And it is bouncing back into the camera onto the little detector. And a cell phone camera, digital cameras have a processor, like your computer. So it processes that image that it is seeing. So it's not a planet, it's not another star, it's not the second sun, it's simply a camera anomaly. All of the camera anomalies that little Miss Gina Marie Colvin shows everybody, all the starships, it's nothing but dust on her lens. But to each their own. So that was the one photograph that I took. Oops, let's go this way. I took this one right after it, and this big planet over here, well, it got bigger, real big, and once again, took another photograph. I took a couple of them. Let's zoom in. We can't zoom anymore. And there you go. That's nothing more than the little aperture inside of the camera and a hard reflection. Then I just took the same photograph again. I cropped out the second sun to show you what the sun looks like through that welding lens. You're not going to see anything like a planet or another star, folks. From 93 million miles away, you're just not going to see it like that. It's just not going to happen. Look, people criticize me quite a bit for telling the truth. So be it. But it is the truth. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you folks just because you want to see a picture from Earth like that. And you want that little white dot right there. You want that dot to be Nibiru or Planet X. I'm sorry, but if that's what you want to see and that is what you want to hear, then you have to leave my YouTube channel right now. Don't ever come back. Okay? Because I'm not going to feed you guys nonsense. I want all of you to understand the truth. That's it. Period. People will attack me all day long. It happens at least once a week, once a month, all year long. I'm used to it. I actually enjoy it. Gets my blood pumping. People like to use my name. They like to put my name in a video or my channel name in a video. And they know damn well that people will come and watch their video. I'll make another bold statement. People like to, kind of ride on my coattails, and they like to bash me because they think that it's going to draw subscribers away from Planet X News and over to their YouTube channel. Like I told that young lady, Laura Wells, take all of the subscribers. Take them all. I don't care. I'm not here to be some damn YouTube star. I'm here to show people the truth about what I am finding. That's it. I don't care about sensationalism. I don't sensationalize anything. I tell you people what I find. I show you people what I find. That's it. Cut and dry. I do see a lot of people out there that just aren't telling all of you the truth about what's happening because they themselves don't know. And like I said, folks, look, I've invested a long time in finding all of this out. And I will say this much. I'll make another bold statement. It has, in a roundabout way, almost destroyed my life. It has taken away a lot of things that I used to do to make me happy. I used to have a pretty stress-free life. I didn't have people attacking me, threatening my life, doing rotten, devious things to me and my family and even my kids. I never had the government on my ass. But I do now. Why? Because of the subject matter. But I made a commitment. I made a commitment in July of 2016 that I had enough credible information from a lot of credible sources that I worked with early on. And I made that choice to give it my all, which meant giving up my life, the life as I knew it. Nobody respects that. Maybe you do. I don't have fun anymore. I don't go on picnics. I don't go on vacation. I don't socialize with friends anymore, hardly. So many people will always come after me. I'm used to it. It's no big deal. But I'll be damned if anybody's going to make a fool of me or call me out and get away with it. That's just, cowering down, putting my head between my legs and acting like a coward. That is not my personality. If you're looking for that, you better hit the road, Jack, because that is not my personality. My personality is that of a fighter. And I will fight to the very, very end. A lot of you don't know me personally. If you did, then you would probably say to yourself, if you met me in person and you hung out with me for a little while, you actually talked to me in person, you would see that I would be the best friend that you ever had. A friend that you can count on at any time. I'd give you the shirt off my back. I'd give you the last dollar in my wallet. I would protect you. I would fight for you. I would fight with you. Physically. Whatever. I've done it before. I will probably end up doing it again. But I never ran from a fight. I never ran from a confrontation. And I sure as hell won't run from this subject matter because some poor guy named Bobby Allen sitting in a nursing home got a bug up his ass because I was calling out some of his scammer friends. And that's exactly what they all are. So until they show all of you real observational evidence, hardcore scientific evidence, I leave the rest up to all of you. All of you are smart enough to know better by now. If you've been watching my videos for even a short time, you should know better by now. Stop over to Bobby's channel, maybe even subscribe to his YouTube channel. Help the guy out, give him some views, pump his head up a little bit, because Bobby's got an ego too. If you just watch some of his Facebook videos, he's same thing. He thinks he knows it all. He has all of the answers. So stop over to his YouTube channel and drop him a few comments about what you think about his video, and we'll go from there. But anyways, folks, I just wanted to have a little bit of fun with this, and we're going to keep on moving on, and we're going to keep on moving forward. We are only in the beginning phases of all of this crap that is happening. We're only in the beginning stages, man. That's the tough part. And every single day is a fight. Whether you're fighting with somebody on Facebook, whether you're fighting with somebody on YouTube or Twitter, whether you're fighting the social media giants, whether you're fighting the damn government, every single day is a fight. It's a shame that it has to be that way, but you literally have to take off the gloves and you got to go bare knuckle, because this subject matter, it's not for some pansy ass. When you bring it, you better bring it, and your evidence better be solid. And no, I'm not the god of the Planet X community. Pfft, what a stupid thing to say. But just because I back my observational evidence up with eye-popping photographs and eye-popping video, okay. I'm not good with crayons. Sorry. Never liked art class. I used to skip art class to go to my science class and learn and read. And I'm very analytical. That's it. So Bobby Allen, here was your time for fame. I hope you pick up some new subscribers. And if you continue to confront me and you continue to use my videos and try to use them against me, I will put you on the radar, buddy. You can guarantee that, boy. Oh, shit. I'll tell you, folks. Some of the stuff people come up with, you know. Let me blow my head up a little bit here. Let's go over to the... and you continue to use my video. Let me just shut my face off here. Anybody have any questions? You want to shoot some questions at me real quick in the live chat. See if I can help a few people out. Hey, I appreciate the folks that sent me a couple of those little super chats. Really appreciate it. Let's see here. Gilbert Smith, you appreciate my passion. You enjoy my passion. I appreciate you supporting me. Same thing with my brother Mark there from the Blue Kool-Aid channel. I'd have to consider this man now one of my best friends, and you know, a co-researcher, and we do have a lot of conversations and we bounce things off of each other, and that's the way that things should be. And people ask me why why I don't work with other people in the Planet X community is because there isn't anybody else out there that's worth working with. Because they're too busy wanting to show all of you lens flares, camera anomalies, and just things that aren't true. So I don't have time to sit these people down in my psychiatry couch and do a lobotomy on them to make them understand what they're doing is wrong. And they're tarnishing the whole science behind what we're searching for. People just don't want to hear my mouth, man. You know that. People don't want to hear me, man. That's for sure. Enoch, hey man, thanks for a lot of great comments, buddy. I was checking your comments out, and I really appreciate your support. And we got in there, Karen Setzer. Who else we got in there? The Blazing Ace, Michael Booth. I appreciate all of you guys with all your support. But you know, man, every now and then I got to take off the gloves. I got to put on the brass knuckles. I got to go out there, man, and I got to fight. And it is what it is. And it's a shame that, people want to waste my time. But, I had a little bit of time tonight. Had me a nice long nap. And I woke up. And I was enlightened. I was enlightened by the King of Truth, Bobby Allen. What's that, Enoch? Why did you delete the 2 lives where you went on? Oh, the 2 live streams. Because I got my point across in those 2 live streams. I got my point across very, very well. And that case is closed. Period. Yeah. I deleted those. YouTube didn't take them down. I deleted those live streams. The Blazing Ace, man. Hey, listen, I appreciate your support. Oh, there's my lady, Laura Kimball. What's going on, Laura? Good to see you here. Darlene McGee. Woo! Big shout out. Who we got there? Ethan 12496. Who we got out of there? Straight out of Stockton. Whoa. Stockton, California. Rough neighborhood. I wouldn't mind going down into Stockton and Compton and throwing down with a couple of gang members, man. It's been a long, long time since I've thrown my right hook. Anyways, folks, listen, seriously. Do Bobby a favor. Go over to his YouTube channel, leave him a comment, say hello, and wish him the best with his health. He's had some, very, very serious health problems. I'm going to be quite honest. I'm not going to make fun of this situation, but, the man almost died. But he does have some tenacity, and, he pulled through the illness, and I think he is still healing up and getting better. But Bobby, clear your mind, brother. Clear your mind of all of the other nonsense that you've sucked in. Hit the reset button. That's all you got to do, dude. Hit the reset button and start over. That's it. I've had to do it many, many times in my life. But the information that you're putting out there for people is wrong. Simple as that. Hang around with this group of people here, and you will find friends, associates with a backbone. people that will support you. Oh, there's my lady, Mad AM Mystic Watcher. Now that's a hardcore truther lady right there. I'd like to nickname her Betty Badass. She's fantastic, and she is one of our moderators. And if you guys want to subscribe to another good YouTube channel, click on her little avatar in the live chat. Get your asses over there and subscribe to her YouTube channel. Click on the little black bell and set your notifications whenever she does her videos. She needs the support just like Mark at the Blue Kool-Aid channel needs all of your support. Because you know why? It's not all about the God of Planet X. Oh my God. The God of Planet X. Harmony, much love, right back at you. The God of Planet X. You know what? That's going to be one of my new t-shirts. That's going to be one of my new t-shirts. I am going to end this live stream and I am going to make a God of Planet X t-shirt with my freaking big mouth on it. Let's see how many of those t-shirts get sold. Red 49 Chevy. What's going down, homie? I know you don't agree with me a lot of the times, but hey, buddy, it is what it is. You know, I go by hardcore observational evidence, and I've been doing this a long time, man. Long time. Vero W. When will you take a tour with Dr. Claudia Albers? You have a book. Well, actually, we have 12 books. And I'm going to be quite honest with all of you folks. We were going to do a book tour early 2018. And at the time in 2018, oh man, Dr. Albers was getting a lot of death threats. Crazy people, man. One guy threatened to decapitate her, cut her head off. I get death threats all the time. People say crazy things. Then one guy sent us a photograph of him pointing an AR-15 assault rifle and pointing the barrel into the camera and telling us that, he was going to kill both of us. Do I call the cops? No, I don't bother. I call the family. So, whenever we were going to, organize this book tour, and we were going to start doing conferences, these death threats, ooh man, they started piling up continuously. And there were problems with our security, our personal security. And it's a big problem because my subject matter is a big problem. If you take a look at David Wilcock, okay, David Wilcock discloses all of the UFO information and all of the whistleblowers. 2 years ago, David Wilcock admitted that ever since he started to disclose the information from the whistleblowers that worked in these secret space programs and worked at Area 51 and worked within the government, saw aliens, worked on alien technology, and they came to him and they disclosed the truth when he started to air his segments on Gaia. He had to get a full-time personal security guard. And I'm not talking about the ones that you see at the mall. I'm talking, a hardcore professional military grade security personnel. And he can't go anywhere without having 24-hour-a-day security because people want to do stupid things. So at the time, I didn't think that it was fair to subject Dr. Albers to any of that, risking her security in a room full of 100 or 1,000 people. So security was an issue, and me being able to trust someone with my security. See, I may be able to fight, but I can't fight a gun. I can't fight some nut that comes out of the audience with a knife or poison or whatever. So I hope that answers your question. But believe me, I have a friend of mine, a very, 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 very good friend of mine. I can't say any more. I can't say anything about his background. It's professional. He's worked. I can't even say that. Poof, man. But anyways, he is a top-notch, top-level security, military grade type security. He's offered to handle the security for us if we wanted to get into public speaking and get into, a book tour. I'm really not into the book tour. I would rather do the full-scale conferences and show people the evidence. But doing things like that are very risky. They're very risky for me. They're very risky for Dr. Albers. But I'm still bouncing it around. Because trust me, if there is a way for somebody to do something stupid, you know damn well they will try. And look, I have 2 kids that are in college right now, and I want to be able to be around to see them graduate and become somebody in this world. And I'm not looking to go out like Bobby Kennedy. It is what it is, folks. I would love to get into a massive convention center and auditorium. I've said before, man, I'd love to, sit down with all of you, man. Have a big, gigantic barbecue. Let's crack some Coronas and have a good time and talk about this. But because people are so crazy nowadays, it's very, very risky. Very risky. But maybe someday soon. I was actually thinking about putting something together, this October. I'm actually still working on it. It's a very expensive, very, very expensive endeavor. We're talking tens and tens and tens of thousands of dollars to put something like that together. And yes, people would have to buy tickets. And yes, they would, bust my chops because they had to buy a ticket to come to a convention or a seminar or a conference. And then I just got done bashing Paul Begley and his cronies for putting on that fake Planet X conference. And then you buy my CDs, my DVD for $59.95, where we showed all of you fake evidence. Kind of be in the same boat as all of them. And then just like Bobby Allen said, oh, I really would be a hypocrite, wouldn't I? Ooh, people get on my back because I provide t-shirts that everybody on my YouTube channel asked me for in 2017 and 18. Scott, make shirts, make shirts, make shirts. So I made shirts. What did people do? Criticized me because, ooh, I make a whole $2.25 profit. Ooh. I have to put that towards my brand new Corvette payment. My God. Anyways, folks, listen. My live streams are extremely long. I'm trying to cut the time down. But once I get going, look the hell out, man. I'm like a hydrogen bomb that just went off. But anyways, I'm going to cut out of here. I'm going to get some work done. And you all be very, very safe out there. Enjoy this cool weather that we're having here in the United States, because there are other parts of the world right now that are baking like a potato. Parts of Europe right now, France, Spain, getting ready to get up into the UK and Germany. Woo! Temperatures in France, man, reaching 104 degrees. They'll get a little taste of the cold spell that's coming around. The hurricane season in the Atlantic, that's starting to stir. We won't see anything coming out of the Atlantic maybe for next couple of weeks. Keep an eye on it. The jet stream made a huge, drastic change very, very rapidly. We're going to continue to see things like that. We're going to continue to see these anomalies coming from the heavy influx of electrons. I've been posting all of this information in our Planet X News group. So the link is in the description box under all of the videos. You guys should join the group. And, I got some people that say, oh, I don't do Facebook. Okay. Just wait for one of my live streams then. But if you guys want to join the group, the link's in the description box. You want to join my private network? The private network is fantastic because I can share things there on the private network, and that is a hardcore backup. The minute they decide to delete Planet X News from YouTube, they're already trying to do it to me on Facebook, man. They're really hammering the shit out of me on Facebook. Thank you, Mad AM, Chicky Baby. I'm going to have to send you a free t-shirt. Send me an inbox message and maybe I'll do that. I just came out with a brand new t-shirt. Matter of fact, I'm going to show it to you guys. It's real patriotic. Check it out. It just came out about maybe a week ago. Yeah, baby. There's the brand new shirt right there. America, take it or leave it. That's the front logo I designed. And the back of the shirt has the big USA symbol on it. If you don't like it, leave. Oh, shit. Yeah, a lot of good shirts, man. Our chemtrail shirt, the chemtrail shirt, man, people go wild over the chemtrail shirt. That's the front of it. Great logo. And they're good shirts, too. They're very, very good quality shirts. That's not cheap crap. I actually have one on now that I designed. Yeah, can you guys see that? Can you guys see that? Yeah. Death from above, baby. That's the back of the chemtrail shirt. I usually do logos front and back. That logo, Band Geoengineering, that's on the back of this jersey. And, folks, this isn't a money-making scheme in any way, shape, or form. Where is that? Here it is here. This is the shirt that I have on right now. No, it's not some big money-making scheme. But, I spent 22 years in high-level advertising. So this is like a walking billboard. And ever since I started designing the shirts, I wear them everywhere I go. Everywhere I go. Okay? I've had so many people walk up to me, talk to me about my shirts. One time in Walmart, one time I'm doing my shopping, one time I had 7 people at different intervals as I'm making my way around the store stop me and ask me about my chemtrail shirt. And the people knew what they were. And they wanted to know, where could I get one of those shirts? And I tell them. because you're a walking billboard. That is your opportunity when someone recognizes the shirt you're wearing and they ask you about it. That is the time to get the truth out. That's the time to bring somebody over and say, hey, listen, let me talk to you. So you're a walking billboard. That's a source of information. And like I said, the shirts come in a variety of colors, as long as the logo, I do the logos in high definition. And like I said, the shirts are very, very good quality. I love them. They're like a very soft, a little bit of a stretchy type material. It's 100%. It's not 100% cotton. I think it has a little bit of that spandex in it. But they're very, 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 very nice shirts. And again, logos front and back. And I even do the shirts in for the ladies. There was the back of that jersey, Band Geoengineering. And I do a ladies cut for the jerseys. And just specially for Mad AM, I did the V-necks. And when wintertime comes rolling around, you know, I'll put the hoodies back out there. And this was a real popular shirt. Everybody loved this one. This is the same as the poster that I have right there. And people ask about it. Yeah, right there, baby. That's me, FBI, full-blooded Italian. Yeah. Yeah, I designed that logo. I love it. It's actually pretty badass. If I didn't already have skull tattoos on both arms, I'd get that tattoo right there. Actually, I may get that tattoo right above one of my pecs. On my chest. A lot of good t-shirt logos. Again, this one was a really, really good one here. I like the skulls. It's a theme of my Harley Davidsons, you know, it's the skulls and crossbones. Climate change is geoengineering. This was a Billy Badass shirt right there. That's the logo. It's in a PNG format, so it's transparent. This is another good logo design. So I do some good work. The shirts are pretty damn cool. Like I said, I wear them everywhere I go. This was a nice, good patriotic shirt that I did. People went crazy over this one, U.S. Patriot. Got the American Eagle holding the American flag. There's the logo. In the back of the shirt, USA, home of the free, but not for very long. But anyways, folks, I don't want to turn this into some big damn sales seminar. But I'll tell you what. I mean, the link for the Planet X News online store, it's in the description box under the videos. All of my videos. It's also on our website. I just put it in the live chat if any of you guys want to check it out. But anyways, folks, sorry I had to do another video like this. But hey, man, people want to mess with me. You know how that saying goes, that old saying, when you play with fire, you get burned. Anywho, who's throwing those live chats up there? Mad AM, you better stop that. You save that money so you can pick up another Planet X News Truther jersey. Matter of fact, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to design a shirt especially for you with your Mad, is it Mad AM or Mad? It has to be Mad AM Mystic Watcher. You're going to have to explain that YouTube name to me. I'm going to do a shirt and a logo especially for you, and you could inbox me privately your address I will order the jersey, whether it be a tank top, V-neck, the ladies cut. Give me the size, and I will make it, and I'll send it to you, and you could pop that baby on, show your beautiful tattoos, and you'll have your jersey on, promoting your channel. I'm going to do one for Blue Kool-Aid too, but we may have some copyright issues if I make a Blue Kool-Aid t-shirt. But anyways, folks, listen, I'm out of here. I got a lot of work to do. What time is it? 3 o'clock in the morning. Man. But anyways, listen, it was great hanging out with all of you guys. And we got a little bit more truth out there. That's what it's all about. Keep plugging away. Join our Planet X News Facebook group. Follow me on Twitter. All of the links, man, they're all right there in the description box under all of my videos. Be safe out there, folks. Watch your weather, because things are going to be turning and changing once again very, very rapidly, and this is happening around the world, and it will continue. It is now going to be part of our life. This is Scott from Planet X News. Thank you for your support. Thank you for watching. Take care, folks. Be safe out there.